Good evening. Welcome to Perspectives on Education Leadership class. This is the fourth class, and we are learning the first unit under Perspectives on Education and Leadership, and the name of the first unit is Understanding the Learner. Under that Understand the Learner, there are four concepts. We completed the first three concepts, our first three subtopics, and the last one is agencies of socialization. So to understand a learner in a better manner, or to understand a student who is in a puberty stage or in adolescence in your class, you need to understand about all these things about understanding the learner. So basic concept between growth and development we understood, domains of development we learnt, and then yesterday we learnt the difference between puberty and adolescence, what are the different stages in adolescence and how the adolescence impact the students and all those things. Now today we are going to discuss agencies of socialization. So let us understand first what is this socialization, and then we'll practice few MCQ questions, and then based upon the MCQ questions, focused understanding or focused reading will be done, or focused explanation will be done on the concepts asked in the questions. Goji, am I audible?
Yes, sir, audible, sir.
All right. So what is this socialization and agencies of socialization? Means like we have some different stakeholders are in this world who helps a student, who helps an adolescent, who helps a learner to socialize with the society. So socialization means mixing with the society or mingling with the society. So what is this socialization? According to the theory, constant interaction of the individual with the society. So every day we interact with the society. Human is a social animal, so called by so and so great philosopher, and according to the philosopher, we are all social animals. So as we are social animals, we normally interact with the society, normally interact with others. So that is also called socialization. So it is a constant interaction of the individual with the society, that is called socialization. There is constant interaction with the family members, peer groups or peers, teachers, schoolmates, relatives, and members of the community. So society has different stakeholders. So when a person, individual interacts with this, they will learn so many things. But our point is about understanding the learner, a student who is in adolescence or a student who is in your classroom, why the student behavior is normal or why the student's behavior is abnormal or why the student's behavior is peculiar. As a teacher, we must understand the behavior of the student. So the socialization and the agencies of socialization impact a student or a learner or a adolescent student. So as a teacher, we should understand that concept. So individuals are nurtured and shaped by various agencies in the society. So we learn so many things, the interaction between so many agencies in the society. So what are those agencies we are going to learn in this class? So according to Henry Bergson, to exist is to change is to mature is to go on creating oneself endlessly. So this is a statement given by Henry. So this is the introduction about socialization, a constant interaction between a student with the family members, with his friends, classmates, teachers, schoolmates, relatives, and members of the community and the larger sections of the society is called socialization. Why some students are very happy to interact with the society and why some students avoid interaction with the society. So we are going to learn all those things in this class. Now let us go to the next one. In case if any student is not happy to socialize, or if somebody makes someone, an infant or a young boy or a baby, forced socialization, or if somebody made someone not to socialize with others, if somebody is kept aside or aloof from the society, what happens to them? There is an example for that. This is a Jean Willis story. You must have heard about this Jeannie Willis story. Otherwise, listen now. Jeannie's real name is Susan, was found at the age of 13. So what happened? 12 years she had been raised since birth, locked in a room. No one talked to her. She was neglected and abused. 12 long years. 365 days into 12 means 3650 days plus 600 and around 700 days. If we take 365 days, if we take around 12 years, that means more than 3000, around 4000 days nobody talked to her, and she never came out of her room and never interacted with anybody. She was neglected and abused. So after she was found at the age of 13, she appeared developmental delayed, and psychologists wondered if she was born this way or turned out this way due to neglect. So if anybody is not socialized, I'm not talking about antisocial, if anybody is not socialized, a student's behavior will be very, very peculiar. Okay, so now let us go with the MCQ questions. Based upon that, we are going to learn so many things. Now, first question to Deepa ma'am. Deepa ma'am, can you read the question?
Yes, sir. Statement A, primary socialization is the most important feature in the process of socialization. It happens during infancy and childhood. Statement B, secondary socialization occurs once the infant passes into the childhood phase and continues into maturity. Choose the correct option.
So which one is true, which one is false? Option 1 is A is true and B is false. Option 2 is A is false and B is true. Option 3, both A and B are true. Option 4, both A and B are false. So which option is suitable? Statement A, primary socialization is the most important feature in the process of socialization. It happens during infancy and childhood. Is it correct statement or wrong statement, Deepa?
Sir, correct, I think.
Right. So if you go with this is correct, that means it is true. Then second statement or statement B is secondary socialization, primary socialization, secondary socialization we are talking. So secondary socialization occurs once the infant passes into childhood phase and continues into maturity. So whether this second statement is also true or false?
Sir, true.
Right. So the answer option must be both A and B are true.
Answer 3.
So according to this question, there are two different types of socializations are found: primary socialization and secondary socialization. Right. Next question, Goji.
Yes, sir. Which of the following is the earliest and most sustained source of social contact for the child?
Read options.
Teachers, family, co-workers, friends.
Which of the following out of teachers, family, co-workers, friends, which of the following is the earliest? Earliest means the first we can take. Earliest and most sustained, it will continue for a long time, sustained source of social contact for the child. So which agency is the earliest and most sustained social contact for the child? Whether it is teachers?
Family.
Right, correct. So the answer is family. Option 2 is correct. So family is the earliest agency and the most sustained continued agency of a social contact for the child. Socialization happens from begins with the family members. Third question, Rajesh sir.
Effective education is possible by the responsibilities of school, family, society.
So effective education, it is talking about education and how the education can become more effective, and what are the agencies are required, whether it is school, whether it is family or society or all or any one or two out of these three. Rajesh sir.
It is a triangular system, sir.
Louder.
So it will be a triangular system. So school, family and society, three are also essential and possible responsibilities of effective education.
Right. So answer is effective education is possible by the responsibilities of school, family and society. So the answer option is option 3 is correct. So all these three agencies are required for effective education for a child or a student. Let's go to the next question. Smita ma'am.
Which of the following is primary agent of socialization for children? Books and magazines, immediate family, parents' workplace, staff at hospital, immediate family, sir.
Right. So the fourth question is, which of the following is a primary agent of socialization for children? So primary agents are there, secondary agents are there. We can call that agent as agency also. Family is the primary agency, and then secondary agencies are there. So in this, which of the following is a primary agent of socialization for children? Socialization means first interaction between the child and with the society. With the society means family is part of the society, school is part of the society, neighborhood is part of the society, religion is part of the society. So all these things are part of the society, but with which the child first interacts, that is called primary agency or primary agent of socialization for children. So it is immediate family. That means your daughter, Smita ma'am's daughter, Deepa ma'am's daughter, your daughter is interacting with you and you are the primary agent for your child. So your child picks up habits, learns things mostly from you. And as India is a patriarchal society, most of the children, they learn from the father, but mother nurtures the children, mother makes the children to learn many things. So that is why the role of mother is pivotal or very important in the society. So immediate family means parents. In the parents also, between the mother and father, it is mother who plays a very crucial role in molding the child's behavior at the early stages. Now let us go to the next one. This question to Suma.
School can be called a social agent if it transmits theoretical knowledge, it educates about rights and duties, it imparts knowledge about traditions and values, it organizes various activities.
Which one is correct? School can be called a social agent. Okay, we understood that school is also part of these agencies, and now school can be called a social agent if school does a particular thing under this, whether it transmits the theoretical knowledge, it educates about rights and duties, it imparts knowledge about traditions and values, or it organizes various activities. So if it does one activity, then it can be called as a social agent. So which one is correct out of these four? Suma ma'am.
Third option or fourth option, sir, but I prefer fourth option, sir.
Okay, so you say first one is not correct. It transmits theoretical knowledge is not the factor here. It educates about rights and duties is also not a factor. In between these two, it imparts knowledge about traditions and values, or it organizes various activities. So which one would be more appropriate, Suma ma'am? Third or fourth now?
According to me, fourth, sir.
Louder ma'am?
Fourth, sir. Option fourth, sir.
It organizes various activities. The right answer is option 3. It imparts knowledge about traditions and values. Other than teaching, other than conducting activities, other than educating rights and duties, other than transmitting theoretical knowledge, if a school functions to impart knowledge about traditions and values which are part of the society, which are in the larger sections of the society, then school can be called as a social agent. So the answer is option 3. Next question. Deepa ma'am.
Yes, sir. Which of the following are the major socialization agencies? Community, family, same group, formal educational institution.
Right. Now we are talking about major social agencies. Out of these four, what can be considered, or what are the major social agencies? Community, family, same group, formal education institution. So they have given options 1, 2, 3, 4. Now which one is correct? Deepa ma'am.
So community, family, formal educational institution.
Same group means
Same
peer group or friends.
So that also.
So what is the option? Which one is the correct option?
So all.
So then answer option is 2. So major socialization agencies are community, family, same group, and formal education institution. So all are part of major socialization agencies. So these all play important role in molding shaping the behavior of the student. Next question goes to Ghosh. Ghoshji.
Hi, sir. Peer groups are the agent of secondary socialization, anticipatory socialization, primary socialization, developmental socialization.
Peer groups means friends. First, the children they learn the habits from the family, neighborhood, their relatives. Friends comes where? Peer groups comes when? Whether it is primary socialization or secondary socialization or anticipatory socialization or developmental socialization. In the previous class, we discussed all these things.
Sir, it is secondary socialization.
Right, correct. So peer groups are the agents of secondary socialization. The primary socialization is family. Good, correct. Now let us go to the next question. Rajesh sir.
Which of the following is passive agency of socialization? Health club, family, eco club, public library.
Socialization means they'll mix with others, but which
Yes.
one is the passive agency of socialization? They will mix, they'll sit together, they will mingle with others, but there is one place where there happens passive agency of socialization. So under
Sir.
this, which one?
Public library.
Correct. So the answer is public library is a place where passive socialization happens, not active socialization happens. Now, last question to Smita.
Which of the following human relationships come under tertiary relationship? Nephew, uncle, mother, friend.
Primary relationship,
Friend, sir.
secondary relationship, and now it is coming with the tertiary relationships. So which one?
Mother, primary relationship.
Mother primary.
Uncle and nephew should be secondary. So friend should be tertiary, sir.
Okay, so mother is primary. Okay, there is no confusion. Nephew means what? Nephew and niece means what? Inside the family only, correct, Smita?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so mother is primary, nephew is also primary. Now we have people outside the family or inside the family. Uncle is inside or outside?
Inside,
Okay, friend.
outside the family.
Right, so friend and peer groups are the secondary agencies,
Relationship.
correct? Secondary relationships. Yeah, because in the previous question,
Yes, yes.
peer groups
Peer
are the
groups.
agents of secondary socialization. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So this comes under secondary. So nephew is primary, mother is primary, friend is secondary. So uncle is primary or secondary or tertiary?
Uncle means if we consider third person, then it is going to be some other person than tertiary, sir. But if we consider as relative uncle, then it comes under family. That was my confusion.
So the question itself is asking a question: which of the following human relationships? Okay, the child with the child and mother's relationship is primary. No confusion.
No confusion.
The child and the friend's relationship is secondary. No confusion. Now, if we take nephew and uncle, these are also family members. Nephew and niece are family members. Uncle is also a family member. So, which relationship comes under tertiary relationship? So, let us leave this question like this with confusion so that we'll understand the theory. We'll come back to the questions again and we'll try to solve this question again. If not possible, then we'll leave the question like this and you have to answer to this question. So, now let us move to the last question. Is it last question? No, we have here. Right, another question. This question I suppose to whom I have to ask? After Smita, Suma ma'am.
Dash is a primary and dash is a secondary agent of socialization. Option 1, family, school. Option 2, media, family. Option 3, school, media. Option 4, media, neighborhood.
Which one is primary and which one is secondary?
Family and schools are
Correct.
option number
So,
one.
family is a primary and school is the secondary agent of socialization. Right, option 1. Last one, I suppose this is the last question, correct. This question goes to Deepa ma'am.
Yes, sir. Family and neighborhood are psychological agencies for children, primary socializing agencies, middle socializing agencies, and secondary socializing agencies.
So, family and neighborhood are whether it are primary or secondary socializing agencies. Which one, ma'am?
Primary.
Primary socializing agencies. These family and neighborhood are the primary socializing agencies. So now let us go with the answer options once again. This question, family and neighborhood are primary socializing agencies. Then family is a primary and school is a secondary agent of socialization. Now, which of the following human relationships comes under tertiary relationship? Whether it is nephew or whether it is uncle, whether it is mother or friend. So, whether friend is a secondary relationship or tertiary relationship, which one is the correct? Whether uncle is correct answer or nephew is correct answer or friend is correct, mother is correct is still confusing. So, we have not answered to this question. Then, which of the following is a passive agency of socialization? Health club, family, eco club, public library. The answer option is 4, public library. Then peer groups are the agents of secondary socialization, anticipatory socialization, primary socialization, developmental socialization. It is secondary socialization. Then which of the following are the major socialization agencies? Community, family, same group, formal education institutions. School can be called a social agent if it imparts knowledge about traditions and values. Which of the following is a primary agent of socialization for children? Immediate family. Effective education is possible by the responsibilities of school, family and society. Which of the following is the earliest and most sustained source of social contact for the child is family. Then first one, primary and socialization and secondary socialization both are true. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So one question is confusing. This is the question. Which of the following human relationships comes under tertiary relationships? So we'll complete the class and then we'll try to find the answer to this question. Now we are going directly into the topic, agencies of socialization. So what are the different agencies which makes a child socialize? Now there are 3 agencies which makes a student or a learner socialize. We all got socialized with this in this world or with this world with these 3 levels of agencies. The first one is micro level agencies. The second one is meso level or meso level. Meso, I suppose the pronunciation. Meso level agencies. And the third one is macro level agencies. So what are the 3 agencies? The first one is, can you repeat? What is the first one? Micro level agencies. Second one is meso level agencies. And then macro level agencies. Correct. I checked with the PDF, the one which I shared morning with you. So there are 3 agencies which makes us individual to interact with this world. First one is micro level agencies. Second is meso level agencies. And the third one, macro level agency. Micro, meso and macro. Now what are these micro level agencies we are going to discuss? So under this micro level agencies we have family, peer group and neighborhood. These are the micro level agencies. So family, no need to explain what is the family's role in shaping and molding a child. The moment the child comes out of mother's womb, the first immediate contact with the society in this world is family. Mother, father and the parents and their parents and grandparents. So but some important information with the important information according to examinations point of view is, according to Baudry, we inherit habitus, habitus. Remember this one. We inherit habitus, we learn habitus, we pick up some kind of habitus from our families. Habitus refers to a set of dispositions that mark us as part of our social class, manners, speech patterns, vocabulary and articulation styles, bodily behavior and postures. So all these things we learn from our family members. How mother behaves, how father behaves, how family members behave. So we will pick up, we'll learn those things from our parents and the immediate family members. So that's why whoever having children here, you need to be very careful, because they will be always observing you and they will be, they try to imitate, they will be imitating you. So they will learn. We also learnt habitus, the disposition that marks us part of our social class. How do we have to behave manners, speech patterns, vocabulary, articulation styles, bodily behavior and postures, the way we stand, the way we discuss, the way we talk, the way we smile, we actually learnt in our early stages of our childhood. Our preferences for partial interaction is determined to a great extent by our habitus. The process of socialization remains informal at this level. Nobody teaches child, you have to smile like this, you have to stand like this, or you have to sleep like this, you have to talk like this. The child imitates the elders. So this is the important role of family. Family is the first immediate primary socialization agency. You can call it as a primary socialization agency, where the child interacts with the family members. So under this micro level agencies, the first one is the family and members of the family, and the second one is peer groups. That means the primary is family, the secondary is peer groups. What is peer group? Classmates. Age group, same age group of children, they call peer group. So peer group impacts the child greater extent. That means after the family, the children or the boys and girls, they believe and they trust their friends. After a certain age, when they come into the adolescence, they give more importance to their peer group, they give more importance to the friends, and they start trusting their friends more than the family members. So that is reason is they started having the secondary interaction with the society. Till that time, they will be believing they will be interacting with only family members, but once they enter into the school, they got touch with the new people in the society, and the peer group plays a dominant role. For example, the children who enters into the primary classroom, who got admission to class 1, if the classroom atmosphere is very strict and the teacher is very vigilant and the entire classroom setup is very conducive for learning, automatically the children pick up, understand all those things and behaves well. But if the child is if the child got admitted into a school where there is no scope for discipline, where the teacher is not vigilant, automatically the child learns the behavioral patterns in indisciplined manner. So peer group, the students among themselves, if the classmates all behaving indisciplined, this child cannot behave disciplined. Exceptional cases will be there, but the peer group impact is larger in that particular age. So family members is the primary agency and peer group is a secondary agency, or we can go with the micro level agencies. And the third one is neighborhood. So who are these neighborhood people? The close proximity of the family members, whoever are relatives, the place where we are living, the household, the colony, the society in which we are living, that plays a crucial role. How this neighborhood plays a crucial role is, the moment the child enters into this neighborhood, they will come in conflict of the difference of opinions, difference of ideas. They will be having different people from different sections, different classes, different religious background, different economical background, different social context, different views, different opinions. So when child is exposed to this neighborhood, they will learn more than what they have learnt in the family. And of course there will be disputes will be there will be conflicts, there will be difference of opinions will be there. So the child, when he is exposed to family and peer group and neighborhood, they will learn so many things. So that is part of the socialization. But all these three are part of micro level agencies. So micro level agencies are family, peer group and neighborhood. Then we go to the next level called meso level agencies. Now what is this meso level agencies? School, religion and social class. If I come back and if I tell you peer group, they may not even go to the school also. The children of 6 months to 1 year or 2 years, when they are playing with other children of the same age, they will get influenced by the other children. Okay, so if somebody threw a stone, they will also pick up stone and they will also throw the stone. So that comes under the impact of the peer group. Then comes to meso level agencies. So what are the meso level agencies? School is a meso level agency, religion is a meso level agencies, and social class is a meso level agency. The topic now becomes a lot broader. We have to explain a lot. So school, when the student enters into the school and when you start interacting with the different stakeholders of the school, like teachers, HM or principal, students, all those people, they will observe closely and they will learn so many things. What do they learn? Whether those are right or wrong, we don't know. But whatever is happening in the school, they will pick up. So school is a very important place, very crucial place where the child has to learn good values, good things in his life, because that will be the ladder for them to become a healthy adult or a good adult into the society. So actually the role of a school has to mold the behavior, mold the student to become a healthy adult who can contribute to this society. That is the primary motto of the institution called school. So school is an institution which makes a child to grow into a healthy adult, develop into a healthy adult who can contribute back to the society. But in reality, what is happening now? Schools are more focused on result oriented, schools are more focused on marks, and it has turned into a business. So instead of making a child into growing into a healthy adult, we are making the profit out of the child's insecurity and parents insecurity, and we have diverted the child's focus to grow into an adult, healthy adult. We made them to earn a job, get good marks, earn a job, learn things, earn a lot, and then to settle down in life peacefully. So we are not actually teaching what actually the institution of school is supposed to teach, including me also. Most of us are busy in making students to score marks. Most of us are busy in making students to get good jobs. Instead, actually the school has to make the students to understand about this life, this world, socialization, all those things. So it is, everybody is doing. So maybe a few schools, maybe a few teachers are conscious about this, that school is also a social agency to make the students to interact properly with the society. Whatever they learn in the school, institution of school, they will remember, they will retain that information throughout their age. If a school teaches them proper values, proper morals, proper way of lifestyle, they will definitely grow. But most of us, including me, including our school also, we are more focused on making the students to score marks, 100%, pass percentage, all those things we are worried. It is a problem not only with the schools, it is a problem with the entire system. So everybody wants 100% result, everybody wants top marks. So we also neglect it. So my point to tell you school is a meso level agency is, first the primary agencies are micro level agencies. The first the child interacts, then they come to the meso level agencies. So school plays a very crucial role. The students, they will study maximum, if you take college, in school, 12 years in the school, and they will learn so many things. So the school has a greater impact on the child. Then the next one is religion. Now of course it is a controversial topic, as you are also from different religions here. Now when a child comes from one religion and sits in a classroom where there are different groups of students from different religious background, so their values they'll bring to the classroom, their behavior, their values, their morals, their traditions, their food habits, their culture, everybody they will bring into the classroom. Now when a child exposed and interacts with all these kind of religious differences, the child should learn to develop a religious tolerance. So the child will learn so many things about the interaction with others who are from the different religions. So according to this context, religion means a set of beliefs, and if a larger group of people follow the same set of beliefs, that will become a religion. If there are millions of people follow a same set of belief system, same pattern of beliefs, then that entire community can be millions and billions also, will be grouped and called as a single religion. That is actually a definition of a religion. Whatever religion you belong to, whatever religion I belong to, that religion has some values, and those values, if larger group of people follow, then we'll all call them as a particular religion. Hinduism is there, Christianity is there, Islam is there, Buddhism is there, Jainism is there. So all these religions. The point is, when a student is exposed, when a child is exposed to these many religions, the child will get first confused, try to understand which one is right religion, which one is wrong religion, but finally they'll understand and they will compromise with the values of all the religions, and they will develop some set of rules and regulations and values. So what my point is, as I struggled with this particular part as a teenager, when I was a teenager, which religion, what are the values, why there is difference in religious values, why the difference in moral values, what are the differences. So every child during the teenage, during adolescence, they will also struggle. As a teacher, the role we have to play is to tell them that all religions preaches one thing, to support the fellow human being. No religion teaches to kill fellow human beings. So likewise we can convince. Then third one is, there will be a lot of conflict within and without, with inside world and outside world. of a teenager, of a student with these religious beliefs. Then comes the social class. Now, in Indian society, largely or broadly, we have divided into three groups: rich, middle class, and poor people. But now there are so many other layers entered, though so many other classes entered, like super rich, neo rich, rich, then upper middle class, lower middle class, and poor people. Now, how these social classes impact a child, or how these social classes made the student to behave in a different manners. In a classroom, if you go into a classroom, you will find students from rich families, you will find students from poor families, you will find students from educated families, you will find students from illiterate families, you will find students from bad families, or you will find students from different socio-economical backgrounds. Some may belong to Hindu, some may belong to Islam, some may belong to Christianity. At the same time, some may belong to different type of societies. Right? Some societies are very liberal in attitude, some societies are very orthodox in nature, some societies are open, some societies are closed. So when a student or when students sit in your classroom from different backgrounds, you should understand how to behave with such kind of students, especially the teachers who work in KVS and NVS, mostly in KVS, which is a central government organization, and all students. For example, in our school also, in each and every class we will find at least students from minimum 12 to 15 states. So there will be so many students from different states with a different religious background, with a different economical background. Nowadays RTE is there, so 25% seats are reserved for the poor students of the local area, and depending upon the school, whether you are working in a civil school or a defense school or a higher education school or any kind of special school, so different sets of students will come, and in that classroom also you should know the students' background, the social class. So especially talking social class, when a student comes from a rich family background, he behaves or she behaves in a different manner, and if a student comes from poor family background, they also behaves in a different manner. So let us understand the mind of the student from the different classes, social classes. The students who are from poor educational background, they will not have that much confidence to interact with the fellow students, and boldly they don't ask questions in the classroom. They will be little confused, hesitation will be there. And the students who come from educated families, whose parents are well educated and highly placed, they don't find that much hesitation to ask any questions straight away to the face of the teacher. And those students who have come from powerful families, like rich families and powerful families, they generally don't give respect to the teachers. So to understand these things, we need to understand how they were brought up in those families. As we all belong to the middle class family, for us, since from our childhood we were told that Nelson Mandela's statement, what is that? Through education you can change your life. Education is the best weapon in this world. So all those things I was also told, you are also told by your parents. So we all middle class people will believe that we can change our lives through education. So for middle class mindset, for the middle class people, social class I am talking, they will teach us, or we were taught by our parents, that education is the only way we can become successful in our life. So our mindset is, we need to study well, we have to score well, if possible the first rank, and then we should get a good job, highly paid job, then marry, have children, lead life happily, then retire and then die peacefully. So this is the mindset, because we have come from the middle class, social classes or middle class background. But those who are from the higher class, I mean higher in the sense like rich people, or in the higher layers of the society, those who belong to rich people like Ambani, Adani, or politicians, what do they learn in their families? How do they get understanding about the life? They will understand that power is important, right? Money is important. Education is not that important, because when they understood that the whole world can be controlled with power and money, they will strive to earn money only. They don't want to earn education, because education is meant for middle class. Don't take me wrong. Education is meant for middle class people, because that is the only source for our survival. Through education we can become successful in life. But for those rich people, for those powerful people, they don't need great education. They just need to study. They don't want to be illiterate. So they want just education. So if you observe those people who are in the celebrity status now, film stars, majority of the film stars, sports people, sports persons, they are not as qualified as you, but they are earning millions of rupees. And those people who are in politics, 10th class failures may be there, but they are in a powerful position. So what I am trying to tell you that a student, if they don't behave according to your expectations, as a teacher, we must understand what is their social class, what is their background, why the student is behaving in such a manner. And then third one, if we discuss the poor people, they also don't give much importance to education because survival is more important for them. So they will try to first find a job to survive or a work to survive. So they will be more focused on earning money than learning things. So depending upon the social class, the students behave and they will understand values according to their social class. Those who are from middle class like you and me, we give more importance and greater value to education because education is a product which adds value to us. Graduate, postgraduate, PhD, we feel proud to have those degrees. But think about rich person like Adani, Ambani, all those people. We don't know what they have really studied. We don't know what is the education qualification of daughter of Adani. We don't know the education qualification of a daughter of a film star or a son of a sports person. We don't really know. And they don't even care about that education because that product has no value in their social class. They have value of money or they may be having value of power. So different social classes have different values or they give value to different products. Education is the product. So likewise, I am trying to make you to understand that the entire society can be divided into different social classes. When a student or when a child from one class interacts with another class, sometimes they may ill-treat the other class and sometimes they try to follow the other class. The problem here is, as a teacher, we should tell them every social class has its own unique values. We can't say that one class, social class values, beliefs, traditions are correct. Another classes values, beliefs, traditions are wrong. Most of them, I am just giving an explanation, example, don't take me wrong. Most of the middle class families, most of the people from middle class, you and I, we believe that all rich people are bad. All film heroes and heroines are bad. They don't have good character. All rich people are bad. So that's why they can become so successful. So we were told that whoever is good, whoever is having good qualities and good nature, they will not go into such kind of a field. Politicians, politics, 90% of us, 99, I can say openly, 99% of us, we don't want to get into the politics. We think that politicians are completely bad people. I don't want to say on record. We believe that most of middle class people that politics are meant for those people who are completely bad and politicians are wrong. But knowingly or unknowingly, we have been ruled by those people, right? So it is the middle class concept. So when a student comes from a political background and when a student comes from middle class background and when a student enters into a classroom from the lower middle class or poor class, those three students' behavior will be different. And as a teacher, if you expect every child to behave according to your values, according to your belief system, then we are all completely wrong. We should understand the child based upon their social class. Okay, so when a rich boy or a rich girl, when they interact with another social class, poor boy or a poor girl, either the rich boy can get influenced by the poor boy and girl or the poor boy and girl can get influenced by the rich. Mostly it happens, the middle class boys and girls, middle class men and women like you and me, we get influenced by those rich people. So what I mean to say to end this social class, when a child comes from micro level agencies into meso level agencies, when they start interacting with school, socialization process, religion, socialization process, and social class socialization process. So all these things comes under meso level agencies. You must be having lot of doubts during your teenage. Why? Some students are treated in a special manner and why that same kind of treatment was not shown to you or was not given to you. The students whose family background is good, if they are from rich family, powerful family in the society, or if their children, if their parents are well placed, then automatically the teacher's behavior towards such kind of children would be not naturally normally good. And when the student comes from lower middle class family, uneducated family, when the parents are not placed well, when parents are not educated, generally the teachers can dare to insult the student in front of everybody. If a child is the son or a daughter of an IPS officer, or if a child is the son and daughter of the richest person in the town, or if a child who sits in a classroom is the son and daughter of a politician, 99% teachers don't dare have courage to say anything wrong, anything against the child, even if they have done something wrong, because we are all scared about the social classes. So in the same way, child also get problem, get understanding about different social classes, helps them to adjust to this society. So micro level over, meso level over. Then third one is the macro level agencies. So what are the macro level agencies? The macro level agencies are global communities, right? Second one is electronic media, and then third one is social networking. Now the child, most of our children, including my sons, my children, they are exposed to this world. Now whenever they play any video game, there will be somebody who they will play with somebody online video game from America or Australia or Africa, so they don't know with whom they are interacting, and because of these social networking sites, they can get easily exploited and exposed to this worldwide. So macro level agencies are global communities. Now we have global communities, not from local. Like local community means like your school is a local community. Now in our days, if you want to interact with anybody who is studying abroad, that time it was a great task. Now nothing, Facebook is there, social media is there, so we can use that medium and we can interact with the global communities. Then electronic media. Now what is this electronic media? It includes print, digital media. We were all the generation where we started watching television, I mean to say. So television made us to socialize more. That means we started watching TV, and through that idiot box or through that TV, we understood so many things in this world. What happened in this world that can be shown on this TV, and we can understand. In our days, when we were children or when we were teenagers, we used to watch TV and there were few channels only. But now if we think about the present generation student, we don't know how many channels we have. We really can't count. So that electronic media from TV, newspaper and TV has impacted children at a greater level. The reason is why it comes under macro level agencies is when you read newspaper nowadays, you will read so much of information, whatever incidents are happening in this world. And if you watch TV like any CNN or BBC or India TV, you will come to know somebody somewhere something have done, and that can be telecasted to us, and we are having live telecast now. So all these things will impact and affect a child's psychology. Then the last one is social networking. Now, who doesn't know about social networking? We have Facebook with the billions, we have Twitter with the billions, and there are so many different social networking sites like WhatsApp, we have Instagram. All those things makes our lives, whether good or bad is debatable, but that is also one of the socializing factor or agencies. So macro level agencies are global communities, electronic media, and social networking. So there are three different agencies which makes a student to socialize in this world. That is micro level agency. First one, that is family, is a micro level agency, peer group is a micro level agency, and neighborhood is micro level agency. Then second one is meso level agencies. So what are these meso level agencies? School comes under meso level agencies, religion comes under meso level agencies, and social class comes under meso level agencies. And the third one is macro level agencies like micro, meso, and macro. Global communities, electronic media, and social networking. These three comes under macro level agencies. Okay, so in this class we have understood the different agencies of socialization. Socialization means it is a regular and constant interaction between child and the world. In this world there are different agencies which makes a child to learn and understand things in a different manner. And what are those three agencies are? The three agencies which makes a child to socialize in this world is micro level agencies, meso level agencies, and macro level agencies. And what are the micro level agencies? Micro level agencies are family, peer group, neighborhood, and meso level agencies are school, religion, and social class. And the third agency are macro level agency. Third agency is macro level agency, and global community, electronic media, and social networking comes under macro level agencies. Now if we come back to the questions and if we understand the questions and answers, we have different types of names are given for this in these questions. The first one is primary socialization, secondary socialization, tertiary socialization. So here we got confused with this question. We'll discuss this question, we'll try to understand. Family is the primary socialization agency. Peer groups are the secondary socialization agency. So now this question led confusion. Which of the following human relationships comes under tertiary relationships? Whether the relationship between nephew, uncle, mother and friend. So here we got struck. So we will discuss this question and we will end this today's class. So in today's class we completed the agencies of socialization and we have completed the first unit under this perspectives of education and leadership, perspectives on education and leadership, and the first unit is understanding the learner, which has 15 questions you are going to get from this unit. So this is from my side. If you have any questions, you can ask me now. Thanks for watching this video. If you have come to the end of this video, I believe that you are interested to watch a few more videos related to the topic. So now you can check this out video or watch this one. Click this video, it will take you into another video.